that it's so important to challenge every student on campus with ideas that they may not feel comfortable with. I think this is one of the most important experiences of going through university, especially at Rice. I think that if you're going through your 4 years at Rice feeling highly protected and comfortable the entire 4 years, then you didn't get the experience that you should be having. I think that in order to maintain a balance between, I guess, an emotionally safe space as well as being challenged is really to create spaces not only for challenging each other, but open discussion. So for example, I'm working on the Campus Culture Priorities Working Group, and we're working with some very sensitive topics such as sexual violence on campus and mental health, which are things that people may not always be open about. And I think this especially goes for marginalized communities on campus. And I think that in creating this space and sort of having this open discussion to say, here's what's actually happening on campus, then I think that rather than challenging and almost attacking other groups, we need to be able to talk about what's actually happening on campus and how that affects the experiences of other students.
So I would preface this by saying that clearly I'm a white male, so my perspective on this is different than a lot of other people's. So I think that the first thing I would do is listen to the voices of students on campus that feel like they are being marginalized, listen to the voices of the students on campus that feel that they need safe spaces or don't need safe spaces, and really try to facilitate a good discussion between them in which everyone is respectful. This is something that as college presidents we do on a regular basis, not on such an extreme level as racism, but on little things around the college and big things as well. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were facilitating a discussion at Lovett around a not-so-savory tradition that we have that marginalized some individuals in our college. And the discussion centered around, at what point does someone's offense necessitate change? And given these experiences that I've had at the college level, I think I'm in a really good position to be able to lead them to listen to people effectively and facilitate them campus-wide.
I wanted to ask a follow-up question to Joan's response. You said that you would create safe spaces and that you have experience with this as a member of the working group discussing sexual violence, mental health. My question to you is, what specific spaces would you create or facilitate for which specific groups?
So right now with my working group, we're focusing specifically on well-being as an aspect of campus life. But of course, so many different groups are marginalized in so many different ways. And how to actually focus and have a productive discussion is quite a challenge, as I have experienced. So I think that in terms of creating a safe space, obviously I'm not looking to limit a safe space to any one group, but I think that it is most productive when you have a focus for a specific group. So in creating a focus for any marginalized community, I think that in order to have a productive conversation, first we need to recognize that there is some tension or some sort of problem that needs to be addressed and point out those experiences and how they actually relate to students on campus.